All right, let's talk about melatonin. I am literally sitting here in the comfort of my little home office, got my candle going, and since I highlighted cortisol the other day, I want to just straight shoot talk about melatonin because really that's what this is about. We want to create a pathway to have your body secrete more melatonin so you get better sleep. Melatonin is your sleep hormone, and we're going to do it the natural way. So the first thing is getting back to cortisol. It's adjusting so that your body produces more cortisol in the morning because cortisol has a half-life. So toward the end of the day is when you want to start having that cortisol dip because you've used it, because you've needed to. So how do you promote that? Well, one of the things that's super easy to do is get sunlight first thing in the morning. So between the hours of like 6 a.m. and 8 a.m., depending on where you live, you want to get a good dose of vitamin D and sunlight and fresh air. So, as soon as you wake up, you get those blinds open, you get the daylight in, and then you want to get outside. And yes, I know it can get cold, it can get gray, but even with a gray sky, even with the cold, like the sunlight will still be there. It can penetrate enough. And we're not talking a long time, 5, 10, 15 minutes. What that does is, again, it turns on your body's sensory to start stimulating the production of cortisol, which is what it's for in the morning, to do work. So the more that you can stimulate the cortisol production in the morning, then your body goes into a nice rhythm of being able to secrete more melatonin at night. Boom. Another tip is to maybe schedule your workouts for closer to the morning hours. Again, because your body is producing cortisol, you want to be able to use your sympathetic nervous system to do some work, to use some energy so that you have that half-life and that dip toward the end of the day. Another thing you can do to help you secrete more melatonin is exactly what I'm doing right now, is light a candle, and toward the end of the day, you want to avoid the harsh blue light of your electronic devices. And I'm pretty clear on this. Like, I tell my clients, not only do I want you not on your electronic devices, but try to get them out of your bedroom. And that includes TV, laptop, everything, your phone. I know that's a radical shift, but all of that electricity, that blue light, it stimulates cortisol production, which is the last thing we need when we're trying to go to bed. And there's electricity, right? Our bodies have electric fields, so do our electronic devices. And without getting into crazy boring science, they don't really go so well together. And we want to make sure that shit is not in our bedrooms. Bedroom is for sleeping. And avoiding the blue light. So about an hour to 2 hours before you know you're going to go to sleep, you want to start to power down all electronics. And the the warming light of like candles and soothing is so much better. Last thing I'm going to give you, lavender is definitely a smell that helps us feel good and can help us secrete some sleep hormones. So just even lavender, like a room spray, or lavender essential oils, or I even in the summertime just go and get real lavender. And that's the last I'm going to leave you with. Another tip, better sleep, secreting more melatonin, is get a plant for your room, something low maintenance, but the more filtered and purified your room is, the better it is for sleeping and the better it is for secreting melatonin. And a plant is really one of the best ways to do that. Yeah, you can go purchase a fancy, air purifier, but why do that? You could just get a plant and then you have a happy little pet. But do get something low maintenance. If you're anything like me and I have a black thumb, go with like an English ivy, which is very low maintenance. You don't have to water it that often. But again, plants give off oxygen. So you now have an increased oxygenated room. How cool is that for sleep and secreting melatonin? So this time of year is super important. It's all about just adjusting for your cortisol so that you secrete more melatonin at night. I hope that was helpful. If you want more coaching on how to totally master your hormones, because that is the foundation for everything from mindset to exquisite long-term health, email me. Let's talk. I promise we'll have some fun. We'll see what we can do together. I'd love to hear where you're at. I'd love to get a sense of what your hormonal roadmap is, and we'll have a chat, and maybe I can set something up so that I can really, really dig in and help you, especially if you're struggling. I feel that for you. So let's make 2018 about your most exquisite health. So shoot me an email, Diane with 2 N's at dianesykes.com, and let's have a chat about it. All right, much love. Happy holidays. I'm going to be doing some more hormone highlights over the next few days. Hope you guys enjoy this. Peace out.